Welcome to the Gold Standard Show. I'm Peter Gold.
There's so much power within us just waiting to be unleashed. I feel like too many of us settle for the status quo of what it means to be alive.
This is a show where we're going to be interviewing athletes and influencers and unlocking the secrets of what it is that made them great. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Gold Standard Show, our first episode. We're excited. Hopefully you're excited. My first guest for this show, for our first episode of the show, is Earl Boykins. Earl, welcome. Tell me, what have you been up to these days?
First of all, Peter, thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely, man.
I'm a high school coach in Denver, Colorado. Also have a basketball academy. It's called the Boykins Basketball Academy. So I've just been developing the youth and helping them become better people and basketball players.
Absolutely. So as you guys probably know, I have a company called Future Stars that we do exactly the same thing. And so Earl and I have those commonalities there, and it's something that we're very, very, very proud of, to be able to give back those little nuggets, pun intended. Earl played for the Denver Nuggets, of information that allow these kids to be great. So the first question I have is, once you retired, what was it that took you towards the path of working with kids?
My son, when you're playing and you're a professional NBA player, you don't realize how much time you're away from your family.
This is true.
And once I retired, I began to realize how much I missed out on his development as a youth. But he began to want to become a better basketball player. So I just felt that, it was my job, as a dad, to help him along the way and help him reach his ultimate goal, and which is to become the best basketball player he can become.
So a lot of you guys don't know this, but Earl's dad was a huge influence in his life. Somebody that actually I grew to respect a lot over the 4 years playing with Earl. Always present, an amazing father figure. He's actually a Cleveland police officer. And tell that story about, that everybody knows about him, how he used to bring you into the gym.
When I was younger in Cleveland, it was cold. It would be cold in the winter time. And so to keep me warm, he would wrap me up in a gym bag. He would put me inside his gym bag with a bunch of clothes to keep me warm in the wintertime.
So,
true story.
So Earl used to fit in a gym bag, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Earl actually taught me the principle, the idea of, if you speak it and you believe it, it'll happen. One of the first things that Earl said to me when I first met him was, "Hey man, what's up? I'm gonna play in the NBA one day." And I'm looking at this guy like 5'5", never seen him play. I knew he was a good player, but I'd never seen him play. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever, dude. You're gonna play in the NBA, and I'm gonna be an astronaut, right? That's what I was thinking in my head. Some of the things you did in terms of habits that took you to the next level as an athlete. Can you tell me what those were?
I think the biggest thing is, as an athlete, because of my size, you always have to be realistic about what you can do and what you can't do. I think that's the first thing to being success, is being realistic. And because of my size, I knew that I had to become a better ball handler than anyone. That I had to do 3-4 times as much as the same player in order to get to the same level. And when it comes to pressure, when I played and when I talked to my high school team in Denver, I always talk to them about, there's no such thing as pressure. It's only opportunity. Me personally, I don't believe in pressure. I don't believe in pressure. You feel pressure when you're not prepared. That's when you feel pressure.
Love it.
When you're prepared, you don't feel pressure. You see it as opportunity.
Love it. That's a great perspective. And a great segue. Got some young guys over here that are gonna deal with some pressure. We're gonna have them come on the set. How you doing, Will? Go ahead, Will. What question you got?
So, what made you stand out as a basketball player at any level? Like, what just made you stand out compared to everybody else?
I think the thing that made me stand out is, of course, my size. I think at every level I've played on, I've always been the shortest player. And so when people watch me play, the first thing is always to underestimate me. So my size definitely made me unique.
Okay, great.
Right, well,
Thanks for coming on, buddy. Good stuff. Good job. Look a little nervous, but you knocked it out. Our second guest host, young man, I call him Cameron Body Roga Rice. Some of you guys out there might know who Dejan Body Roga is. Talented young man. See you, Cam. How are you?
Good.
Good. Doing very well. Thank you. Shoot away.
Okay, so did you meet anyone that was more competitive than you?
That's a good question. No, not. No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
Thank you, Cam. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hey, Earl, man, It's been over 20 years, right?
Yes.
23 years. I thank you for coming on. So I really appreciate you, man. 23 years later, we're getting gray and old. You don't have that much gray, but I have a lot of gray. We're getting gray and old, but I appreciate your support.
Thanks for having me on the show,
Yeah.
and I wish your show nothing but the best.
Thank you, man. We appreciate you guys out there for watching. We appreciate 222 Vision, our production team, Mike Landis. We hope you watch our next show. We'll have some great guests coming up, some big-time guests coming up. So we're ready to get going, and we'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the Gold Standard Show. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at VP2Gold. We're going to have some amazing guests who are going to offer life-changing perspective that's going to take you on a different path or empower you to be the best version of you possible. Keep watching.
Cut.
Oh, sorry.
What a hearing impaired.
Hold on. Can you come and come back?
Hold up, cut.